Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, it's a little short video today, but some interesting things to show you guys. I'll be showing you guys a couple of unused Grunt and Elite animations on the mission Outskirts. Specifically, these animations are related to the Shadow. You know, these Covenant transport vehicles on the mission Outskirts, and only on the mission Outskirts. So, what's so special about these animations? Well, first thing, with Master Chief, when you get into the Shade Turret, you just see him hop in and pretty much that's it. You know, nothing spectacular about his animation. But Grunts and Elites can actually, when they get into the Shade Turret on the Shadows, they have a very special animation. Now, we normally don't see this because once a Grunt or once an Elite gets out of the Shade Turret, they never get back in. You only ever see them spawn in the turret in the first place. But when they do get back in, which you can only do by modding, because you can't get them to go back in. As you saw there, they have a very cool animation where they teleport to the back and then just quickly climb up the back of the Shadow and then hop in the turret. And this animation is only used on the Shadow's Shade Turret, and it's only used on this mission basically because you only see the Shadow on this mission. But it's basically a cut animation, because like I said, even if you could get the Elites out of the Shadow, they would never get back in. Me and my other friend, Photos Chaos, we actually spent like an hour trying to like launch an Elite up to the turret again, and then trying to like trick them to get inside the turret, but they never do. They would never get back in. I guess for some reason their AI restricts them from getting back into the Shade Turret once they get out. So they can only use the Shade Turret if they spawn in the Shade Turret in the first place, which is all we ever see of it. And as for Grunts, they just never use the Shade Turrets at all. They're never even spawned in the Shade Turrets, but they actually can use the Shade Turrets, which I'll show you in a little bit. But like I said, since you can't get them back in the Shade Turret, the only way to see this animation is to either mod to play as an Elite, which is what I did here, or there's now that new glitch on Halo 2 where you can take control of pretty much any character or vehicle. And in which case, if you take control of the right characters, then you could also see this without modding. So now with the Grunt, just like the Elite, also has a similar animation with getting in the Shade Turret. But actually, it should also be pointed out that the Grunt's can use the Shade Turret on the Shadow in the first place, which is actually surprising because I never knew about it. Actually, both animations are actually pointed out to me by Hark the Shark, who is also one of the people that found the glitch that lets you take over pretty much any character in the game. But so I do want to thank him for pointing this out to me, and actually in a little bit we'll see things from his perspective because he helped me film a lot of stuff. This is actually extra footage we had from when we did that previous video of when I showcased a bunch of examples of the glitch where you guys could take control of several characters. But yeah, so anyways, as you saw from my perspective, if it's kind of hard to see the animation from the player's perspective, but from other people's perspectives or third-person camera perspective, then you could see it a lot better. So let's take a look again, and then this time, we are taking a look from Hark the Shark's perspective, because like I said, he did help me film a lot of this, including a lot of the footage for the previous video at the time. But anyways, so here we go. I am up there as the Grunt, and this is Hark the Shark here. So I'm going to get into the turret, and as you can see, the Grunt more or less has the same animation as the Elite. It teleports to the base, and it quickly climbs up, but it's just the way it climbs a little bit different. It kind of, instead of using like the railings on the side of the Shadow, it kind of just clambers up, or crawls up the back of it, like almost like an insect sort of, which makes sense because the Grunt is short and has short arms, and probably could not reach the sides of the Shadow, the railings, very well. So it's probably just easier for the Grunt to climb up. And as we saw in Halo 2, Grunts are really good at climbing. Like, they could climb like up walls and stuff like that. They're almost like insects actually with climbing. So that animation kind of makes sense actually. But we just never get to see it, especially for Grunts. Well, actually, we don't see it for either species. But anyways, there you guys have it. That is the secret unused Elite and Grunt animations on Halo 2 for the Shadow vehicle turret. It's a pretty cool animation, and I wish it was actually used more in game, or maybe in cutscenes or something like that, but it never is, unfortunately. It's pretty much a cut animation that you have to do a few tricks to get out, basically. But But yeah, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, as always, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments, and if you guys want me to check out or look into, just let me know. And other than that, make sure to subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.